Harlee, welcome to the club. Must be really pleased to get this deal over the line.
Yeah, buzzing. Been obviously in for about 3 weeks, and um, obviously just waiting for the embargo to pass, so I could get it all done. But yeah, really happy to get it done, and look forward to having a good season.
So, like you said, you've been training with the club for a few weeks, but what was the first contact you had with Reading?
Um, I think Brian Carey had spoke to my agent, said about the possibility of coming here, and a club like Reading, you're not going to say no to, are you? So yeah, jumped straight in the car and come down and train, met the manager and the staff, and sort of took it from there, really.
So, what made you want to join the club?
Well, it's Reading. It's a massive club. I know it's got its problems, but they're nothing that we can control as a football team or as a management staff. I've obviously been at Birmingham where I've had the same sort of issues and things like that, and yeah, you can only control the controllables. And coming in and seeing the training ground, and obviously knowing the stadium, knowing a few of the lads, and then working with the manager and his coaching staff, been really impressed. I think the manager's very, very good, and his coaching staff are brilliant as well. And speaking to Brian and Mark, and seeing the players that they want to sign and what they want to do with the club, I want to be part of it.
So, you come here with over 500 appearances. It's fair to say you've got a bit of experience behind you.
Yeah. 500 appearances. Yeah, God, make me feel old. Well, I felt really old coming here, to be honest, because it was a young training group. But I think every team needs a little bit of experience dotted about, especially in this league. I've obviously not played in it for a while, but you can't just go 100 mile an hour all the time. You've got to know when to just take the foot off the gas in games and control the ball a little bit. So yeah, I think I can bring a lot, especially to some of the younger lads. There's some real good young players here that I'd like to help develop and make them have good careers as well.
Really, you sort of mentioned it there, but you have had success at this level before with Brentford back in 2014. What do you feel like you need to have success at this level?
Um, it's a tough question, to be honest. I just think you need a good dressing room, a good leader in the manager role, and a philosophy. I think a lot of clubs don't have a philosophy anymore, and you flit to and from whatever manager you have at that time, whatever style of play he plays. And I think if you have a manager that has a philosophy and knows he's going to stick with it for 46 games, whether win, lose or draw, eventually eventually it works out well for you. And speaking to the manager and seeing the way he wants to play and how we've been training, he's got a clear philosophy on the style of play, and hopefully we can put it into use and get wins on the board.
So, for the fans that might not necessarily be aware, what type of defender are you?
An old one, as you just made me say, with 500 games. No, I'm not that old. Yeah, I'm a leader. I'm a bit old school. Heart on my sleeve. I'll give everything, every game and every training session I've got. I used to be able to play a bit when I was at Brentford, but again, style of plays and teams you're at dictate what you do. But aerially dominant and vocal. So hopefully, I'll have some young lads around me that can do the running, and I'll tell them where to go.
You speak about these young lads. Is that something you sort of relish, being able to sort of help them in their development?
Yeah, because I always I still speak to the person that I looked up to when I started at Brentford, and how much he helped me. And I think once all's said and done and my career's finished, I'd like to be able to know that I've helped people and made them better, and they look at me the same way I look at that fella. So it's a big part for me.
Brilliant. And you've worked under quite a few managers in your time. What kind of impression has Reuben Sellers given you?
Yeah, he's been really good. I think for this level, it's a top appointment, to be honest. Very intense, but you can tell he's really dedicated, and he really cares and is passionate. He's got some great ideas, some things that I've never seen either, by the way, in terms of how he wants to play. So it's new to me as well, but as it's new to most of the lads. So it's going to take it might not take a little while, but it won't be perfect straight away. But eventually, I'm sure he'll get there once he gets the players in and stuff like that he wants.
Brilliant. And just the last question, you've not had many pre-season games, but like I say, you've been at the club for 3 weeks. Do you feel ready to get stuck in?
Yeah, I'm ready to get stuck in. I'm not sure that playing tomorrow would be be wise. I need to get some minutes under my belt. I've obviously done the training, but training's completely different to matches. So I want to get going as soon as possible, and when the manager needs me, hopefully I'll be ready.
Brilliant. And do you have a message for the Reading fans?
Yeah, just stick with us. I mean, as I said before, I know that it's tough, and I've been at Birmingham, we've been in the same situation, but we can only control the controllables. Fans can't control anything, so I think if we can unite as a team and fans and staff that are all working their hardest to be the best they can be, you can vent your frustration everywhere you want. You're well entitled to do that, but when we step onto the pitch, know that we're going to give 100%, so back us, and hopefully we have a good year.